I say ground, Piper 6157 Juliet.
Alright, I'm on.
Hangers, Golf.
Here's loud and clear.
70.
Ground runway 27 left, taxi via Alpha. Six Papa Golf, maintain 3000, contact departure 125.905. Destination Golf.
On 125.
225 Zulu. Wind 020 at 8, visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 25, dew point 19er. Altimeter 2985. Wind variable between 340 and 020. Visual approach runway 27 left in use. Landing and departing runway 27 left and runway 27 right. Notice Airman, taxiway Golf closed. After this, weather information available on flight service and high.
Alright, let's get this buddy moving.
Alright, clear to the right.
57 Juliet, take ground runway 27 left, taxi via Alpha.
27 left via Alpha, 57 Juliet.
Nice night for this.
I hope so. I thought I heard Shelby, or I think that was Shelby, say that they hit some rain over Delaware, but...
Oh, really?
What's going to happen to us? We'll see.
Check the,
I looked at the radar before we left, and I didn't see anything. There was stuff farther south, but...
Yeah, check the next red.
15, stay to right, report crossing the outer belt for right base leg, runway 27 left.
Yeah, nothing from flight information service. Must have been light.
Yeah. Ah, shit.
17, totally have this information. Golf.
Awesome, that's all I needed. State ground, this is Skyhawk 75746 at the west ramp with information Golf, takeoff heading of 270.
75746, take ground, runway 27 left, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, 27 left, 75746.
And taxiway is clear. Ramp's clear. This is very disorienting sitting over here. Pretty nice jet.
Aren't they all? I mean...
They all are. They all are. Yeah. That one in particular is a pretty nice jet. You usually fly in the evenings?
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah.
For the most part, like, I work at Chase, so just up on Polaris, and even then it's a huge pain in the butt to get out of.
Yeah.
So I'll usually try and schedule something at 6 and try and escape from work if I need to go up or something, so.
Right.
I just have been kind of lazy and not getting on the schedule as early as I needed to, so like, something came up at 7, I was like, alright, well, I'm already going to be out here, so that's just...
Turn around, Mike, hello Charlie, join Alpha Taxi 2 parking, monitor ground 121.7.
Well, again, if you're ever looking for someone to fly with, let me know. I'd be happy to go with you.
Right.
And it's too bad that Bonanza's going down. I was going to see if you wanted to take that up and maybe work towards proficiency in that thing. It'd be nice to do it with someone else that's checked out as well.
Yeah. At this point, like, personally, I've actually thought of like going to like Home Depot and buying like just a panel of wood and like some doorknobs, spray painting them blue, red, and black, and just to like, all right, you're on downwind, you know, do that just because.
That's not a terrible idea.
You know, it's just like your homemade like a little simulator because like I've got it's PC sim, but it's clicking on, like Brian said, clicking on stuff is just not the same. Like,
right. It really, none of it's the same unless you're actually in the, in the airport environment and the system. The stakes are real.
15, number 1, on my 27 left, clear to land.
But it's such a fast and dynamic airplane. It would be good to go up with someone else in the seat.
Yeah, I was like kind of surprised when James kind of said he's like, I actually don't like flying by myself, and I was like, I'm not like scared, but like It's always nice to have someone else in the plane.
Yeah, I don't
It's like a confidence boost.
I don't like flying by myself either, honestly. And whenever someone else is in the airplane, I just, it is a confidence boost, but you learn something, I mean, it's
Flight 18, stay there, takes up to
just flying with someone else is more fun, generally speaking.
Heading. Max test fuel. Watch the knees. All right.
Safe, Tower, Scarlet 28, over PAL. Request closed traffic with information gold.
Oh, the latch is really loose.
Scarlet 28, stay there,
Not that big of a deal. I've flown with
like
windows open and stuff.
Yeah.
Report over the outer belt, right face.
Not a 650 guy?
27,
I mean,
Scarlet 28.
I don't know. Like, I'm supposed to be flying visual, and I
Yeah.
tried to actually stop when I go out and do maneuvers, not use this a whole bunch, and just be like, can I navigate back to state without the GPS?
That's a good idea.
Just because like it becomes such a crutch, and you're just like that you like want to just look outside and try to fly visually.
No, that's a good idea.
Because if you need it, you can go back to it, but it's like
Sure.
you might as well.
Scarlet 15, turn left, Charlie, join off.
Might as well just not
student
try
ramp,
and not use
ground,
it.
121.7.
Charlie to Alpha
2-1.
to the student ramp, monitor ground, Scarlet 15, thank you.
I'll find a jump in front of this guy.
Yeah, you could. It looks like he's still got his head down.
Yeah, I think he's with a conductor.
Those I've been cut in front of before.
Flight 18, flag runway heading, Terra will clear your cross one, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading 27 left, clear for takeoff. You'll call my crosswind. Scarlet 18.
They're waiting. All right.
When you got it.
State Tower, this is Skyhawk 75746, 27 left, ready for takeoff.
Skyhawk 75746, State Tower, Roger, hold short, runway 27 left, departing traffic.
75746, holding short, 27 left.
There's the localizer. I never noticed it down there.
I had a friend who used to be in the military and the Air Force, and he used to go and fix those or work on them.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And so like when I took him up flying, he was just like, and this is that. And
That's
that,
pretty
and
cool. Yeah.
Because like the little building over there somewhere is I forget what. It was something.
I was literally about to ask you about that little building because that's the one I've noticed.
I forget what he said it was.
With the glide slope?
75746, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff, proceed on course.
Clear for takeoff, 27 left, 75746, proceed on course.
Finals clear. I always assumed it was the glide slope array, but I have no idea. I'm just guessing.
Squad 18, begin a right crosswind at your discretion for runway 27 right, report midfield right downwind each time.
Crosswind at my discretion and report downwind.
All right, we are lined up 27 left, heading west.
State Tower, Scarlet 28, over the belt.
Scarlet 28, runway 27 right, clear touch and go, and report right downwind each time.
Clear touch and go, runway 27 right. Clear to touch and go.
Clear for the touch and go, 27 right, and we'll report right downwind each time, Scout 28.
State Tower, Piper 6157. 57 Juliet, ready for takeoff 27 left.
Tower 6157 Juliet, stay there, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff, proceed on course.
Clear for takeoff 27 left on course, 57 Juliet.
Wow. We're kind of a dog right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
And it says we're going up at what, 700, but it feels like we barely took off.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I feel like we're doing backflips from the right seat over here. I'm telling you, it's so weird.
Big tower, start 18 IAM, midfield downwind for 27 right.
Start 18, runway 27 right, clear, touch and go.
Clear, touch and go, 27 right, start 18.
Alright, so my game plan is we're going to head out, we're going to stay about 2,000, we'll drop down to about, probably should check my check sheet here, 1,800, and we're going to do 8s on pylons. We'll try and find some pylons.
Okay.
We'll do a couple 8s on pylons. After 8s on pylons, we'll probably do some chandelles up to a little bit out to get out a little bit of altitude. Do some steep turns. I haven't done lazy 8s with an instructor for a really long time, and I haven't really done them by myself, so I'm going to probably try a lazy 8 or 2.
Okay. Word on the street is you get to select lazy 8s or chandelles on the check ride. I wouldn't take that as gospel. But
Right. I still want to learn how to do
yeah,
them.
absolutely, absolutely.
So, try to do that. Depending on how high we are, I might try and do steep spirals.
Okay.
I actually was talking to Grant as I was walking in, and he's like, "Oh, this is actually kind of tough." And I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, because if you screw them up at the very beginning, they're really hard to get back on." I was like, "Ooh, maybe I should go actually practice those." So
Yeah.
you have to do three consecutive. So you pretty much need to be like, I think he said 4,000 AGL. So you have to get up to like 5, and then just full power.
Yeah.
No,
So you really do need some altitude for these maneuvers then.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a camera right here. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is one of the few planes that has that one. So I'm like, so when I saw it, like, okay, we'll put a camera in there.
Yeah, definitely.
This one is actually a little jobby, picks up the audio so you can hear the auto, which was like,
Oh, cool.
I'll be honest, I didn't use it as much as I probably should have for instrument, just for like reading callbacks and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, the radio work for sure was something I wanted to get down. I bought Radio Mastery for, I think it's for IFR pilots. I can't remember what exactly the name of the book was. Jeff Kanarish was the author, and he runs a podcast as well, and it was really helpful. I think he was a controller as well before being a pilot. Easy out here. I'll check the
Call it 28, runway 27
ADSB as well, see if we have any traffic out here.
Clear, touch and go, 27 right. Call it
If you want, you can use that. Like, I probably should have been using that. It's a nice enough day that there's going to be people out here, so.
Yeah, practice area is relatively clean right now. I'll keep monitoring and I'll let you know, but I think we'll be all right for a minute. There's some traffic deporting Ohio State that might be tailing us out into the practice area.
Yeah, I guess I'll go past Plain City.
699, so you got a 14.5 for 11,000.
Man, it is
Hazy, huh?
hazy.
Visual 36, 4699.
What was the visibility reported at Ohio State?
10.
10.
10.
About half a mile southwest of the Square Lakes at 2,500, back to Powell, back to State, final call.
I think you'll be in good shape. We've got
somebody off to our left.
Yeah, that's the guy I'm watching right now. +3, and looks like he's going a little bit to the southwest. I'll keep an eye on him.
Alright, so we need to get down to about 1,700. There's really not any wind out, so...
No,
might make these super easy because for 8s on pylons, if there's wind, then you go up and down more.
Yeah, what do they call that? Pivotal altitude?
Right.
Yeah.
There's not a whole bunch of wind, and it's just doing 8s, like figure 8s around stuff. So.
Do you have like pre-selected favorite so-called pylons, or do you pick new ones every time?
I mean, because at least the book I was reading was kind of like said you want to kind of do it with the wind at your back, and
got it.
Or you start with the wind at your back, so it's kind of
the
wind's always changing. So
I've heard some guys pick a set of pylons east-west and a set that are north-south, so they can kind of choose. But you know, who knows what's going to happen on a check ride?
Right.
Might not let you maneuver over to your favorite pylons.
I'm actually going to swoop around. I'm going to use this line of trees and kind of the field, the different colors of the fields to try and.
Those line one right there, all right? And you're clear to the right.
You guys are going to be a little bit more aggressive since I really want to turn around and get over that thing. So. I think I'm going to go use this line of trees going into this other line of trees where it looks almost like some guy could have a grass strip, right?
Got it, yeah.
So right, we're at T's. I'm going to use that pivot around, try and pivot around.
Pylon number 1.
Pylon number 1.
So altitude for 8s on pylons is 17?
At 90, about 95 knots.
Got it.
Which we're kind of doing. So right off the wing, this should be where it should be pointed pretty much. Not really trying to cover it up. Usually, with the wind, you usually want to dive down to it, from what I've kind of found.
Okay.
Man, this is coming out really nice right now.
Yeah, and you're just trying to keep that reference point within the chord line of your wing?
Yeah, pretty much.
So if the winds are 020 at 5 on your check ride?
Yeah. I think that's being generous. I don't even think it's that.
Really?
Kind of off now, like. Yeah, it should be going down. I mean, kind of boring, I guess, in a way, like, if you're not flying it.
I'm digging it. I wonder if they increase the maneuvering speed 5 knots to 95 to give you a little buffer since you're loading the wing. And
then you go up. So here.
Oh, is that right?
I'm gonna kind of try and figure out what the hell I'm gonna point at on this side. So.
Got a town over there.
I guess this little green strip. No, you want to kind of coast. So where this little green strip hits the same guy.
Sure, that would work.
Yeah, you're fine. Screwing this one up a little bit.
Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Is the maneuver complete?
I think you have to do like a full 8.
Got it. Okay. I heard a trick. Actually, we've got some conflicting traffic.
There's that. It doesn't say there's somebody 100.
Yeah, he's our altitude. It looks like he's going to go right over Plain City. I'll keep an eye on him. I heard a trick for 8-ton pilots. You might already know it, and again, you got to take it with a grain of salt because I've never attempted to do one before. But when you're chasing the reference point on the wing, if it's falling behind on the wing, you chase it with the yoke. Yeah, exactly. So you got it.
And again, because the winds are so light, I don't really have to today.
Yeah. The guy I'm watching right here.
I mean, he's like, he's not at Marysville. I don't know where the hell that guy's at.
I don't know. He's moving though. 175 knot ground speed. 202 heading. He's going to blow behind us. He's on the west side of the city. I got him.
Alright, well, I kind of screwed that one up.
I'd have passed you.
To be honest, I think this is just, you gotta just go practice it a lot so you're comfortable with picking points, banking the plane, knowing how to adjust.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not sure if I picked these points just too close or what. Because sometimes I went up on a gusty, windy day and it was just like, whatever. I'm done. I don't know if I can fly a plane anymore. It was just bad.
Hey, trust me, I've had those days.
I was like, I think I know what I'm doing, but...
How close should you be to the pylon? Like right now, is this a good distance to be?
I don't know that. I mean, to be honest, I think it needs to be off your wing.
Whatever it takes. Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to fly at a really low bank angle, and you don't want to bank a whole bunch, then you're fine. It's just just tell the DP, my point's that tree over there.
Yeah.
And as long as you do it fine, I think you're okay. I mean, it might be like, really? That one way over there? And you're like, yeah. So, the stronger the wind, the more up and down you're going to do, just because once you're heading into the wind, you're just going to have to pull back more. You have to climb as you go into the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's not turning too bad. You ever use like Flight Radar 24 or FlightAware?
I have used FlightAware, yeah.
And just like you can look up your flight. So like when we get back to the clubhouse, or you can just like pull up the N number and see how eight-ish the on pylons were.
That's a good idea. Do you use 4Flight ever?
No, I have not. I have friends and like, you should get 4Flight, and it's like, I just haven't found the need for it, because I feel like you got so much in this thing.
Yeah, it is helpful. It'll track breadcrumbs from your flight. In fact, let me see if this thing's tracking. I can screen cap and send it to you. Sorry.
Hey, you're fine.
Right, breadcrumbs are tracking. It looks like an 8 to me.
Yeah, so this is gonna blow this one wide again, but I think I picked points too closer. I'm not banking it hard enough, so whatever. X, we're getting high. I think that's part of it. I think I'm gonna do one more lap and then try and Chandelle up.
All right.
Yeah.
That was a Blackhawk. That's what that was. Going very fast.
Yeah, this is gonna be ugly. I'm not even close. I'm just way too wide. Picked it back up. That's kind of impressive.
Altitude looks good, 17.5.
Yeah, I think part of it's just like the winds are so light tonight. Otherwise, you'd see me. You definitely feel it. You'd see the climb.
Yeah.
And because the wind changes, like once you hit into the wind, you got to climb to pick that.
Right.
Pick it back up. That worked out a lot better because now I'm back on this guy.
Yeah, you kind of rolled right into that. It's right on your wing.
Don't really know if those are the ACS standards, but
This one's looking pretty good to me.
they gave this farmer something to look at while we're doing it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Probably wondering what the hell we're doing.
I hope he doesn't have a pair of binoculars, because like our N number is huge enough. You can just pick that baby up and just call somebody and say, "There's this plane with a big old 75746 on the back of it."
The Russian spy plane.
angry hornet's nest all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's not that bad. That's at a 12-mile radius.
Oh, that's true.
We're pretty clean out here. How does the chandelle work?
So it's supposed to be coordinated pitch and bank. So it's how I've been doing them, and so don't take this with a huge grain of salt, because maybe I've been screwing them up. Pretty much immediate bank to 30 degrees, and then for the first 90 degrees, you're pitching up to the maximum pitch angle, and then the second 90 degrees, you're holding that pitch angle and decreasing the bank.
Okay.
So it's
a 180 degree turn, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pitch up and then roll the bank out.
Got it.
And full power, because
you're supposed to. You arrive at your heading and your altitude approaching stall speed. Is that right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 10 knots.
Got it.
So I'm gonna start to the right.
Okay.
Let's go. 30 degrees, full power, pitch up. And then I'm rolling that bank out. Trying to.
What heading did you start on?
West. Oh, wow. Got the stall horn going off even. I think you're supposed to level off without losing any vertical.
I think you did. I think you didn't. I don't think you lost anything. Is there a metric for altitude gained, or you just max performance wherever you end up?
Max performance wherever you end up. Plus or minus 10 degrees, I think, on the heading.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised I actually did that well. I don't know, maybe. I don't know why. A little bit, because I've tried to do them in the sim just to get me like the muscle memory.
Yeah.
Because as you slow down, you have to still pull back even harder to get the plane to still perform and hold that nose up angle.
Right,
Because it'll start to drop because you're losing the airspeed.
What are you going? What angle? What are you going for?
About like 12
degrees.
Because I know like you're supposed to stall at like 15, 16 degrees is kind of like the normal stall. So and I went up with John Clinton. He was kind of like, it's really visual. So like I should find, you see that like the water tower out there? It's like right off our wing, a little bit ahead of it. Anyway, pick a point out there,
yeah.
and when you come back, it should be over here. And that's kind of taught it. And I was like, okay, I just kind of like focus again inside. It's kind of like steep turns. Like, it's supposed to be an exterior thing, but for some reason, you still end up doing it like all inside the plane.
I always do that. I always drift back into the cockpit.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this one to the left, and we'll see how she rolls out. So there's 30 degrees, full power. So it's supposed to be a slow pitch up until that 90-degree point.
And you roll out at the 90.
And then you start to roll it out at that 90-degree point. And you're supposed to hold that pitch. And I get chicken shit when it starts to go off, so. Because I think you're supposed to have like 10 knots above stall speed.
Got it.
But that actually worked out pretty well. I don't know if it's because I've been thinking of them a whole bunch or not, but I'll do.
Sometimes it helps when you take a break too.
So I think I'll try one more to the right, just cause. Again, I'm not really doing them. I'm doing them all inside the plane, which is
yeah.
So you gotta don't worry about my view or anything. So alright. So roll to the right, full power. because if you try and take that bank out too fast, like
come up short.
You'll come up short like this. Like I started to roll it out way too fast. Like you can't do 10, like some people try and say, like you want to do 30 degrees each 30 degrees of, or not, like 5 degrees for every 30 degrees, you'll come up way short.
Got it.
For the bank. 10 degrees bank for the 30 degrees in heading.
Okay.
And,
so it's a real progressive rollout.
yeah, like I almost feel like the first 10 is really, really slow, and then towards the end is you're going to have to roll it out a little bit faster just because of how the plane's going to react at that point.
Sure.
I think I'm going to try another one to the left just because that one was shitty.
Pretty good.
I've done worse. Done worse. Okay. Now we're on a nice westerly heading at 4,000 feet-ish. And I don't really see anybody.
ADSB is clear.
Either way, so let's do some steep turns. Oh, Jesus, these are coming out ugly. Yeah, let's just roll out north, because...
Start fresh.
Let's just roll out north and start over.
Totally clear traffic.
Alright, let's drive this to the right. So we're going to go right this time.
Alright.
And we're going to stay at 4,000 feet. We're not going to go high or low. Yeah,
That's looking good. You might even get your prop wash on this one.
Alright, 30 degrees. Try not to burble. Right into the other way. Wants to climb head left. I don't know. I don't think I'm...
You arrested that climb nicely.
A little bit. There we go.
Yeah.
Nice. A little bit. All right.
That was
Wow. That was
very nice.
all right. So there's steep turns. Steep spirals. Do I wanna? I'm just gonna try and go over to Marysville. If anybody's over there.
There's no one over there.
Marysville, Union County, 1228.
Roger, number 2 be on a Skyhawk on.
So, it's this way.
Yeah, Marysville.
It looks like it's 45, so it's over that way.
Yeah, I would do maybe 330.
5 JB is going to make left traffic runway
Something like that.
7, William Sky.
We'll see if I can do 2 spirals over like the approach end of the runway and just do a power off all the way down. I think it's straight ahead of us. Oh yeah, that's right, straight ahead of us.
You can see it? Yeah, you're right. Yep, we got it.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746. We're about 5 miles to the south. We'll be over the field and doing a spiral down to pattern altitude. Marysville for runway 28, I believe, or 27 from Marysville. 75746. Kind of gave too much information, but whatever.
I see that too.
Left base final runway 7, William County.
There is like a low layer of haze. Like you can kind of just look over there and just like.
Yeah, it's really hazy.
So steep spirals, I actually don't think I practice them. It's really just pick a point, do a spiral around it, and make adjustments for the wind, which probably aren't going to be a big deal because I don't really feel like there's that much wind tonight.
Yeah.
And then a power off 180 is pretty much a beam your touchdown point, full power, and minus 0 plus 200 is your tolerance.
Okay.
So I think there's the grass strip next to this guy.
Or
Anyway.
Yeah, there is. Yep.
I think I'll pull power when I'm next to that and say my landing point is where the grass, not on the grass strip, but where the grass strip yellow markers are, past, and kind of go from there.
All right.
See how good I do. Because in the past, again, like I've just gotten in this really bad habit of just like on final, just like throwing flaps, like I made it. And if there's more wind, especially down the runway, I think you really want to like inch them in. And then once you know you have it made, like slip and kind of don't go and hit at plus 0 like I've done the past couple times.
Yeah.
It really kind of like give yourself some buffer room to screw up for the check ride.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think I'll try and spiral down on top of the 99 symbol that's right next to the FBO.
Okay.
Marysville, Union County traffic, this is Skyhawk 756. Over the field, we'll be spiraling down to enter a downwind for runway 27, Marysville, Union County. I think it's really just, I don't even know if you need to pull power back, but we'll see how many rotations I get in this thing.
Is there a certain amount or just whatever gets you to pattern altitude?
I think that's just like how the check rides usually will go, is you'll do it somewhere up high and end up just for the check ride kind of end up down at pattern altitude for a power off 180.
Right.
Not that that's how it has to be done. I mean, I think there's no more than 60 degrees bank. Other than that, I don't think there's...
That's the only bank limitation, no more than 60?
I mean, we're not coming down at all, so I don't know if... I need to check, like, the way they... I think... I'm not sure if they're supposed to be power off or not, because I know the power off 180 is power off, but the spirals, I don't...
Yeah.
Just kind of like...
Your power setting right now, 15? Yeah.
Yeah, 15. It looks like there's actually a decent bit of wind, because I see a flag down there that's flying pretty well out.
Really?
Yeah. the crappy view.
No, it's
like
fine.
you're not looking at.
Hey, my brother, Cessna 879, turning crosswind to runway.
Yeah, looks like it's reporting hate at the surface.
Interesting.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746 over the field at 3000. They're still spiraling down for approach runway 27 left, Marysville, Union County.
I mean, I kind of think this is the PTS standards. I mean, again, I think it's too easy because there's not that much wind out, so I don't really have to make a whole bunch of adjustments.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be hard either.
That's true.
Turning downwind turn 102, game right, brother.
You just sold a gym in that shopping center right down there.
Oh, nice.
If there's any patrons tonight for the new owners.
Yeah, I honestly think this is just too easy because there's not a whole bunch of wind.
See what's pattern altitude here? 2,000?
2,000, yeah. But I might get 3 in by the time we get down there because we're at, I don't know, probably not, 27. I went a little bit farther on this one, so. I think I'm going to extend this so like I hit.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746 will be entering us downwind for runway 27, Marysville, Union County.
That flag is blowing up.
Yeah. Kind of favoring 9 to be honest, but
Yeah, it is.
too bad. But it's funny, the windsock doesn't seem to be, well, I guess the windsock and the flag are two different things, but
The sock is kind of,
yeah, the windsock's just kind of like, meh.
it's still favoring 9 though. Oh, I mean, you're arriving at pattern altitude on downwind.
That's by luck. That's not skill. That's not skill.
Don't tell the check ride examiner then.
Game right, brother, Cessna 879, turning final for runway 02. Game right, brothers.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746, turning final for runway 27 at Marysville, Union County.
Alright, so we'll see how this works out. We are way freaking high. There's no way in hell I'm gonna. We'll see. We'll see.
Think you can make it work?
We'll see. Yeah, there's no way in hell. We're way too high.
I mean, slip the snot out of this thing.
Yeah, there's no way. I'd have to point the nose at the ground. I mean, the power's all the way off. Holy crap. We're not even gonna.
Hey, you got all 40 degrees in.
We're going around.
Union County traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746, going around.
Oh, that's
It's not good if everyone on frequency can hear you laughing.
that's just that's humbling. I was like, oh, this won't be too bad. No, not even close.
You had it. I mean, I think that I'm not a DP. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but it felt good to me.
So, did you see you probably can't see it because it's over the nose, but I was trying to get.
Traffic helicopter 828 Hotel Alpha, 5 miles south of the field, northeast bound, 1,800 galleon traffic.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 756, turning crosswind for runway 27, Marysville.
What am I trying to say? The point is, point, I say I'm going to land there, and I landed within 200 feet, and I was like a mile high to land where the grass strip started.
Oh, you would have been fine if you extended your downwind, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's, when they say spot landing, this is the spot landing maneuver that you're evaluating on.
And I think, honestly, in a 172, because it's got such a gentle characteristics for like flight and everything, that it's pretty much just a normal pattern.
Right.
It's just a normal pattern based on where you pull power.
Yeah, you can.
And you don't really have to do.
Once you're power off, you're committed. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think I was a little close in anyway. Yeah. I guess the wind's kind of pushing you out, so like.
It is. Yeah.
So like you can see where the grass strip is with like the yellow markers.
Yep.
So I'm gonna kind of try and get there. So like, looks like about 600 feet or 700 feet down the runway.
What's your spot? Are you aiming for?
So I'm aiming to like land just past where the grass strip starts.
Got it.
You know, parallel to that.
Yep, got it.
So there's my spot.
Galleon traffic, helicopter 828 Hotel Alpha is 3 miles south of the field, northeastbound.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746. We're up the current turn of base for runway 27, Marysville.
I need kind of like. I'm going to give myself an extra, just trying not to.
I think you're looking better already.
Yeah.
92 traffic, Cherokee 730.
Galleon traffic, helicopter 8 Hotel Alpha, 3 miles south of the field, northeastbound, 1,800, Galleon traffic.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746, turning final for runway 27, Marysville.
Guess I still had some power, should have been.
If you're high, you can always fix that. If you're low and you're power out, there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah.
Galleon traffic, helicopter
we
8
need all
Hotel
flaps
Alpha, 2
now.
miles south of the field, northeastbound, 1,800, Galleon.
Yeah, again, it's just like I'm too freaking high, like where the yellow balls are.
Yeah. Might still be able to make that. Yeah, you're coming down.
Yeah, but I got too much speed.
70 on speed, you're looking alright.
I should be like down at ground effect right now. Alright, well, I'll land this guy. Or try to. That was kind of an ugly landing, but whatever.
We're down.
Man, that's a hell of a nose shimmy.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746, off the active 27. I'll be back taxiing to 27, Marysville, Union County.
Flight was nice enough to prompt the airport diagram. That
Good old technology. I guess honestly I could just take off on 9, but
yeah.
Actually there's nobody around here. Let's do that. I think I'll go up there to like that open spot.
You want to take off from Charlie? How much runway do you have from Charlie?
Oh, I'm not gonna take off from Charlie. I guess I probably could. Sure, there's. Well. Taxi back to Bravo, because.
Yeah, I would.
It's, I wasn't exactly astounded with our takeoff performance when we left Osaka State.
Yeah, exactly. Right. If you pushing it anyway.
Need to practice on the power off 180s. didn't drive lazy 8s. That's fine.
Like the Bonanza's going down for the 100 hour, the end of the month.
That might be the paint job.
Oh, yeah, I wonder if it is. Yeah.
Because I know James had been telling me for a while that it's going down, and he's like, let's try and get you. He's like, I'll talk to him, make sure they don't do it until after you're done with your checkout. But whatever, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I've got my 10 hours, so like, that's all. Not that that's all that I care about, but that was one of the goals.
Right. That just seems like a good airplane to get some practical experience in, go somewhere, and
yeah.
Marysville, Union County traffic. This is Bonanza 75746 taking the active runway 9 and departing and staying in the pattern. Marysville, Union County.
All right.
And before flight, would like you to know that you have entered runway 9.
All right.
Finals clear.
They are runway 9. Low to the crosswind correction. Full power. We got flaps up.
Climbing a little bit better. You know, I wonder, we had maybe a slight tailwind on that departure out of Ohio State. I wonder if that's why.
Still, we're not. Even though it says we're doing 500 feet per minute, it sure as hell doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't.
Feels like we're barely moving up.
Union County traffic, this is Cox 75746, turning crosswind for runway 9, Union County. Union County traffic, this is Cox 75746, turning downwind for runway 9, Union County.
Yeah, there's the view I was looking for. Like they have approximately 2 cars in the parking lot.
Dayton Wright Brothers, Cessna 879 on base for runway 02, Dayton Wright Brothers.
Alright, let's see if I can do a better one for runway 9. Again.
But now you haven't done yourself any favors because you're restarting. Switch runways.
Yeah, but like again, aiming point. Grass strip markers. Alright, there I am, a beam.
Dayton Wright Brothers, Cessna 879, exiting the pattern on base, heading to the east.
Sand volleyball going on.
You're a little further out this time, which is good.
Yeah.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746, turning base for runway 9, Marysville, Union County.
Alright, I still think I need to come down a little bit faster. And I still have damn power in. That could help a little bit, you know?
Yeah, that might have been part of your problem.
Alright, now I'm going to kind of overshoot, I think, a little bit.
Not too bad.
Yeah, here we go.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746 on final for runway 9, Marysville, Union County.
make it to the runway.
KMRT Brothers, Cessna 879.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Crosswind for runway 02. KMRT Brothers.
Yeah, I think I need the air brakes in now.
Now we're talking.
So I would have failed. Because I think I hit way, like, 10, 15.
You sure about that? I thought you were, okay.
I don't know. I thought I was a little bit short when I first skipped.
Union County traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746, getting off the active and taxiing back. Marysville, Union County.
At least the flaps went up, otherwise, honestly, I think we'd be stuck here. Or I'd have to go try and fly back by myself and come pick you up.
There's a Skyhawk here that I used to rent out of Delaware. It was the best Skyhawk I've ever flown. They moved it to Marysville.
Nice.
I've almost contemplated coming out here so I can rent it and fly it again.
For as much as when I was learning, like, you're like, it's Skyhawk. They're actually honestly, really good planes.
Yeah, they're great airplanes. They really are. They get a bad rap because they're so common, but they're great airplanes.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, it kind of is like the Goldilocks plane in a way. It's like, it's not too fast, it's not too slow, so like, it'll get you somewhere.
Yeah.
But if you want to like, get somewhere and like, fly low and slow, like, 172's really stable platform for that.
Good airplane for that. Have you flown the Skylane yet?
I have not.
You should get checked out on that airplane. It's not that much more expensive than a Skyhawk, and it's an awesome airplane to fly. The cabin dimensions are way bigger. I mean, it was mind-blowing how much bigger the actual cockpit was.
For me, like, when I first learned, I flew 172s and Archers and Warriors are just like, yeah, huge expanses of real estate inside.
Right.
When I feel like it.
I went up in the Cherokee 6 back when they had it. I wanted to get checked out on it, but they got rid of it. Yeah, and that...
I flew it once.
Yeah, I got the one flight in, and that was a cool airplane. I wish they still had that.
That thing, I sat in the back and was like, hello. Like, the thing was so huge.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I remember looking back to those far back seats. The seats so far away.
Union County traffic, Marysville, this is Skyhawk 75746, taking the active runway 9. We'll stick around with the pattern. One more. Marysville, Union County.
Southbound traffic, Diamond 407, Delta Sierra, 3 miles final, runway 25, circling 7, southbound.
Yeah, so that at least gives you an idea of what you need to do to do your spot landing, or what the whole point is and stuff.
So those are the maneuvers then. It's on pylons, chandelles, maybe lazy eights, spiraling to land. What do you call that one?
Steep spiral.
Steep spiral, and power off landing.
I think that's it. Okay. No, it's steep spirals. I think, did you say steep spirals?
Yeah.
Like steep spirals and then the steep spiral. They're two different. And then there's like an emergency descent as well, which is really easy. It's just, it's pretty much just pull back power, full flaps until you're 85, and then pitch down until you're pretty much at the VFE speed, and you're just like, it's a pretty interesting view.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But you just like, all right, heading down at 3,000 feet a second or something, or 3,000 feet a minute. It's not really shocking once you start doing it. Depending on the winds and stuff, you'll start to feel the flaps disrupting the wind over the elevator, and you'll feel the yoke just jump. Really? Because it's just the wind's burbling around it.
You have to be utility category for your check ride for the maneuvers?
I do not believe so. I honestly don't know, but for some reason I think you don't have to, because I guess, I don't know. I take that back.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746 turning crosswind to downwind for runway 9, Marysville, Union County.
I suppose if you're heavy enough, you might have to like unload some of the fuel, but
Yeah.
I don't know that any of the maneuvers really make you need to be in utility.
Yeah, for a spin, that's the only one I can think of that requires it.
Got the rotating beacon on. Man, you can't even, I can't even see Columbus.
Yeah, it's ridiculously hazy.
Bellfound traffic down 407, Delta Sierra, base runway 7, Bellfound.
Marysville traffic, Union County, this is Skyhawk 75746 on downwind for runway 9, Marysville.
That traffic approaching from the southeast.
On the, about 6 to the northeast on the 45 for going to left downwind runway 10, Hillsville traffic.
I think this guy's going to join the pattern here.
All right. Sharp heat out. Aim my point. Full flow. Pitch for 65.
What's your spot?
I think it's same thing, just the
Before the grass?
yeah.
There's traffic there, Neil 5, front,
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746 turning base for runway 9, Marysville, Union County.
I feel like I'm low on this one.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm low and wide.
We have 10 in, maybe keep it that way.
Yeah.
Traffic, Twin Cessna 6194 Zulu, final for runway 5.
Flat.
Union County traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746 on final for runway 9, Marysville, Union County.
The wind is pushing.
Yeah. We'll see how she turns out. I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I think you're actually looking pretty good now.
I probably shouldn't have given those last flaps.
Yeah, how many do you have in right now? Is that 20 or 30?
20-ish.
You're right.
This will be interesting. Nope. That's that like really floating ground effect, which will be nice. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
Got it.
Ah.
You wanted to be before the grass, right?
No, after the grass.
Oh, okay. Well, you just didn't get it then.
Marysville traffic, this is Skyhawk 75746, leaving active 9, Marysville.
It was a valiant effort, but no.
It was.
But no. Alright, I think it's time to go head back and put this guy to sleep.
Alright.
And I really hope someone doesn't have it after us, because I'm probably going to get it in late then.
No one was on the schedule when I looked. That was around 5 though, so change, but I think you're probably going to be alright.
Yeah. I think I'll actually be, well, I don't know. I don't know if I should just put it back on the ramp and tell them to push it back, or put it, I think I'll just do that.
Will they take it from the ramp to...
Yeah, I'll tell them, and they'll be like, oh, we're going to charge you a fee. And I was like, I didn't put it on the ramp in the first spot. I got screwed myself, so.
Yeah, right.
Then I usually leave all my stuff in the car if I know it's one of the far ones, because I'll just come get checked out and then drive over.
That's what I do too. It always screws me over when someone leaves it on the ramp.
That's why I was like, I've got to go back to the car and grab all my shit out.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens to me.
It's not that big of a deal, but it's just
it's a pain in the ass.
Thank you for screwing me.
Marysville, Union County traffic, this is Scott, X75746, taking the active 9. We'll be departing to the southeast, Union County.
Accelerating it.
Alright, for flight, would like you to know that you have 4,200 feet remaining.
Alright. Kind of a short field takeoff, or short field.
Yeah.
Done pretty well, keeping it at 59. Alright, we're cleared 50 foot obstacle. Sorry, I should have warned you, otherwise be kind to my passengers and not make them poop their pants. But what the hell are you doing?
No, my pants are on poop. We're good. Everyone's headed to the barn.
Are they? It's that time of the night.
Yeah.
I'm just going to head 33 all the way down. No GPS. Gonna file IFR.
Alright. I will not advise you of our location.
Marysville, Union County traffic, this is Scott, X75746, departing to the southeast, Marysville.
Clear, temperature 23, 2.19er, altimeter 2987. Visual approach on my 27 left in use, landing departing on my 27 left and on my 27 right. Notice Chairman, taxiway golf closed.
Jet, oh yeah.
All VFR
34,000.
Ground control on course heading in degrees. Mr. Contact advisor, control the FAA information, hotel.
Hotel. It's going 278 knots.
Ohio State Tower, it is information hotel, 2353 Zulu, wind 35010, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 23, 2.19er, altimeter 2987, visual approach on my 27 left in use, landing departing on my 27 left and on my 27 right. Notice Chairman, taxiway golf closed. All VFR departures provide ground controls on course heading in degrees. Mr. Contact advisor, control the FAA information, hotel.
Charlie, entering the left downwind for...
Ohio State Tower, it is information, hotel.
So much better. This has ANR and I forgot to turn the ANR off, or on.
Nice. What brand are those?
Flight White Comm. Actually, just they're kind of old in the sense that like I think they were like trying to become a brand in like the 2000s.
Yeah.
And they've kind of faded. You can still find them. I think Sporty still carries them, but they're not super common. I actually picked up a second headset because I was tired of like if I had a passenger trying to dig through like
right.
And I bought a pair off of eBay for $75.
Nice.
And I was like, score.
Nice. I thought these were the cheapest things you could buy. I bought this for $99, I think is what I paid for it. I bought 4 of them for passengers.
Nice.
But it's about time to upgrade.
Yeah, I've heard good things and bad things. Like there's Bose and like I don't need that. Like Bluetooth would be nice if like I'm here on a long cross country and you want to play like music or something.
Yeah, that would be nice.
2595.
I will say I tried out Andy's Bose and that noise canceling is pretty impressive. I'm sure
5.95.
yours are as well. But when you click that thing, it's just like your whole world just sucks in on itself.
See, I had to. These were like squeaking a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And I think it was because they had a bad ear seal. So I replaced the ear seals, and the other ones I have are like the gel ear seals.
Yeah.
And like in the summer when you sweat a little bit, those things are just like vacuums on your head. They're just like seal out the noise really, really well. So these, I'm kind of glad that the ones I bought off of eBay were like, have like the old gel ear seals, but I'm curious how long they're gonna last.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were used, they smelled like they were a cigarette user. A pawn shop had a whole bunch of cigarette users in it or whatever, because it just like smelled of smoke. But I was like, it'll go eventually, so I'm not too worried.
That's hilarious. Airport's going to be hard to see today.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's straight ahead. I think it's there, but even then, I'm looking for the rotating beacon. I don't even see that. There he goes. Yep. There he goes. Just had to open my mouth.
What time do airport services terminate? Is it midnight?
I think it's 11.
Oh, 11.
7:30 and 11, I think.
Got it.
Because I know I've done the early morning flights, and I tried to pick up ATIS, or I switched the tower, and it was still the ATIS or something, and then I was flying with Christine Martine, and she was like, "Are you guys open?" And they were like, "Yeah, we just haven't turned the AWAS or the ATIS broadcast off on the tower frequency." We're like,
got it.
Oh.
How's she to fly with?
She's all right. She's very particular.
Yeah.
Which I think is good, but sometimes I felt like she wasn't letting me make mistakes. She was too afraid that I would like kill her. But she taught like some really good like just like tips. So like she was like one time I was like flying with her when there was a crosswind. She was just like, you know, put in your crosswind correction, and then once you take off, you pretty much just like let go of the yoke, and when it rights itself, the yoke rights itself, you're just flying cockeyed.
Got it.
And it's like perfectly flying down the road. I was like, holy crap, that's the coolest thing ever. You know?
Poor man's autopilot.
Yeah, but it was like, there was like small tips like that was like really kind of cool.
State Tower, this is Skyhawk 75746. Inbound with hotel full stop. We're about 5 to the north-northwest.
Aircraft calling High State Tower, Roger, and say again your number, I was changing ATIS.
Skyhawk 75746.
Skyhawk 75746, State Tower, Roger, report midfield right downwind for runway 27 left.
Report midwind downfield. Midfield downwind for runway 27 left, 75746.
I gotta start flying later at night. It's too cool up here.
When I lived up in Minnesota, I would fly at night in the winter. It was awesome.
I bet that was cool.
Like, I don't know if it was just because it was a little bit colder where I was in Minnesota, but like everything would precipitate out when it got cold enough, and it would be like tons of VFR clear days to fly in the winter.
That's beautiful. That's one thing we don't get in Ohio. We get plenty of clouds.
And today is, I think, ridiculously hazy though.
Yeah, it is.
But makes it stable air.
Yeah, that's true.
State tower information been changed to hotel. Instead altimeter is 29090.
It was broadcasting hotel.
Yeah, I don't know.
Does he mean India?
Okay. Oh, he switched us over to ground. Come on.
I mean, let's do it.
Ground control with on-course heading in degrees. Mr. Contact, advise the control of this information, hotel.
Yeah, look at how smooth that air is. That's crazy. This thing's flying itself.
Yeah. Autopilot.
Yeah. Wish I had these conditions for my instrument check ride. That would have been nice.
State tower, this is Cox 75746. We're midfield downwind for runway 27 left.
75746, Roger, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind 3607.
3607, cleared 27 left, 75746.
Alright, man. I got a good feeling about this one.
I'm pretty high right now, though.
Yeah.
Like super high.
Speed brake button on the panel. Gosh, I thought there was a bird right off the strut. It was just something in the cockpit glinting off of the screen. Man, this one's on video. Pressure.
Uh-oh.
I guess this whole thing's been on video.
Yeah. And look, I totally blew that. You could just like edit that out. That'd be great.
Meant to do that. It's helping you lose altitude.
Well, we are landing at the far end since we're like putting it on the ramp. So.
That's true, yeah.
I planned this. I planned
strategy behind
I planned this. Is there more than 40 degrees? Is there like 100 degrees of flaps?
I can stick my arm out the window.
Alright, now we're coming down like a rock. Now it's... We're still going to float because I'm going to be hot on the airspeed.
At this all day. Boom. Well done.
Salvaged. Salvaged.
Holy salvaged.
Alright, let's give her some brakes.
Cox 75746, turn left Charlie, join Alpha, taxi to parking. Monitor ground 12 on point 7.
Trinidad Alpha, that's at morning, ground on point 7, 75746.
And my radio calls have just been shit tonight.
We're the only ones out here. No one's listening.
So those jets in there,
Yeah.
I walked through that hangar once. Those things are so clean, you could eat off them. They're cleaner than all my dishes. Cleaner than all my dishes.
Whose jets are those?
I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say that one of them, like the green ones,
Yeah.
are like end in Echo Charlie. There's a, it's some type of like water sprinkler company or irrigation type company off in Westerville, or not Westerville, Hilliard. Their headquarters is in Hilliard.
Yeah.
And I think it's there. They have like 2 corporate jets.
Interesting. Up gets the premier parking.
I thought it was interesting. They had like little signs that said like "okay to tow." I was like, oh, smart.
Yeah, right.
They don't have a ton of like rental cars for like, I'm assuming just left over from the Memorial Tournament.
Yeah, I'm sure you're probably right. Not sure how many crew cars they have here at the airport. I know they have a few.
Alright, I'm going to park this guy next to 739 NECA uniform. Oh, that's one of our club planes too. Pretty sure that Cirrus is ours as well.
Yeah, it is. That's Lima Golf. I think.
Yeah, it's Lima Golf. I saw the number when we were coming around.
Lift the flaps down and everything.
Yeah, I know. I thought that's kind of weird.
And didn't tie it down. I think that's my favorite Skyhawk in the club.
I actually kind of like this one.
Do you? This one's nice. You have a heading bug on this one, don't you? Or no, Uniform Lima does.
Only Uniform Lima.
Yeah.
Alright.